Guys, welcome back to the program. It's a new era for Tim Butterly's show. We've picked up and relocated across the country, as I'm sure you've gathered. Sorry for the dip in output. Actually, I'm not starting with an apology. I'm starting with let's get fucking riled up. I told you guys along the way, a big move was coming, and it was going to lead to bigger guests, and I don't think it gets any bigger. Then I came all the way down to Texas to get her. Metal Girl solid herself. Guys, MJ's back on the fucking pod. I was gonna scream. I was gonna do a scream intro, but I didn't warn the children. And I don't typically I'm in the basement. Now we're in a beautiful office complex inside the house. And I didn't want to disturb them. Guys, welcome MJ back to the program.
Howdy y'all. Thanks for having me.
You're hitting howdy y'alls already?
I've been practicing.
Have you been holding them in?
No, I've been practicing them.
In the car by yourself?
No, just like you haven't heard me?
You've been practicing howdy y'alls?
Yeah.
At me?
No, mostly at Fritz.
Yeah, no, this is my first one. It felt kind of natural.
Did it
This
work?
is your return to the South.
Yes, you brought me back.
Phil, for people that don't know the lore, you're an Army brat. Grew up on bases. Off base, on base?
On base usually. Just in Tennessee, we lived off base.
Okay, ooh, big time.
In Clarksville, Tennessee.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Living large.
Loved
Wait,
it
was it
there.
better off base or better on base?
I didn't really notice a difference.
You were a child.
Just,
How could you possibly
being-
notice the
being
difference?
on
The
base-
kids don't even know that we're in a different place.
Fritz doesn't.
He has no idea.
We were at the arcade yesterday, and he was like, "What city is that?" Looking up at the building.
We were looking directly at Austin, Texas, and he went all the the downtown area, I guess. He goes, "What city is that?" And we were all kind of like, "For real?"
And then he went, "Oh, I thought it was Dallas."
We had him this close to thinking we were across the river from Philadelphia. Poor simple boy.
You know.
Okay, Army brat. Start off in Germany.
Germany. Which I don't remember.
Heidelberg? Mm-hmm. Okay. Heidelberg to, was it Hawaii next?
Alabama.
Alabama. You remember that?
Yeah. I loved Alabama.
So your first memories of living in the South?
Yeah.
Okay. Alabama to,
Hawaii.
then to Hawaii,
Then to Tennessee.
back to the South.
Back.
Is Tennessee the South?
I mean, I think so. I could be wrong. It's more like maybe South Mid.
Nashville's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's the South.
It's the South.
And then Tennessee to Alabama. No.
Here.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Wow. And then to the north.
Yes.
And the whole time, would you say you've been craving a return to the South?
Yes. Since the day I moved to Philadelphia.
The day you got to Philadelphia.
Yeah, I said I don't belong here.
I wish I knew this sooner.
You've known it forever.
Yeah, but like you live in Philadelphia, you hate it. It's part of the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's
but
our whole thing.
Imagine living in beautiful places like Hawaii and then having to return to Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's because your dad's from Philadelphia.
Yeah, both of my parents are from Philadelphia. So not every summer, but in between my dad's deployments, we would always
Not
go,
deployments.
Not yeah.
Assignments?
I guess so. Moving. In between us moving from state to state, we would always go back to Philadelphia to spend time with family and because he would usually have a whole summer off.
Mm-hmm. Like a teacher.
Yeah.
Was he a teacher in the Army?
Not every summer. At one point he was.
What?
He had a lot of different jobs in the Army, yeah.
Who was he teaching?
I think he actually went to Texas to teach something when I was little. I don't remember what it was that he was teaching. He didn't really talk about his jobs that much.
He doesn't talk about much.
Yeah.
He's very...
Quiet guy.
What do you need to know?
Yeah. Like me. That's where I get it from.
So you'd visit Philadelphia.
Yeah, all the time.
And you hated it then.
Yeah. I always hated it.
I thought you thought it was like cool to hate it. Like it's like being a
Genuinely.
Flyers fan.
I don't know what that's like.
You're just like a fucking dirtball and you're miserable and it's just like part of who you are, but it's like you can't you really change that.
Well, that's funny because I guess if I were to choose a sport to watch and be into it, it's hockey.
Okay. I
am
wish
I
I would have known
dirtball?
that too.
Am I a dirtball? I've been to one Flyers game. We went one time.
What do you think?
I loved it.
Oh, I took you.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you meant as like a kid.
No.
Okay, we could have done more Flyers games. Maybe that would have kept us there.
Nah.
Okay, so you've been itching to get out of Philadelphia for the better part of 30 years.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so
Finally,
embarrassing
we
for me.
made it. We're here now.
It'd be different if we just met, but we've been together for 20 of those 30 years.
It's hard when you have kids. You can't. It's hard to just pick up your little kids and take them away from your family. When you have kids, you kind of like being around.
You
your
feel
parents.
guilty.
Not really. I think it's more of a comfort thing. Like
I felt guilty.
you want to be around your dad. I wanted to be around my dad.
That's not comfort though. That's
It
guilt.
is. No.
No, I thought if I
think it's comfort.
ripped my children away from my extended family, I'd be a monster.
Extended family?
Or like, you know, whatever.
Oh, like your
My intermediate
family.
I don't live with my dad anymore, so he's extended now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
So okay, so we spend way too much time in Philadelphia. We finally move. Here we are. Are you so happy?
I'm so happy. I'm sleeping better.
Oh,
Immediately.
big
Immediately.
news. Actually, before I get into life updates, a little bit of shopkeeping or housekeeping. This is what will be the new hentai hideaway, neo hentai hideaway. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. Well, it's not going to be bigger. It's going to be better.
Similar though. Look.
I'm trying. I chopped the couch in half. I paid $13,000 to have the couch chopped into a third, and then I brought the armrest further down. I hope it was worth it. I'm thinking about scrapping it now, but I think
Why do you want to scrap it? It's perfect me size.
I feel like a little cuck in this chair. I feel like
Switch?
no, because then I'd feel too grandiose. I want you to feel comfortable in there, but over here I just feel like a little fucking pipsqueak, lower than a worm.
Don't you always sit in that chair?
Yeah, but it wasn't so small before. I don't remember it being so little tiny.
Pretty sure it was always small.
Well, I'd rather you be in comfort anyway. So yeah, this is it, and this is just a cobbled together. I hate, you know what? I've been watching other podcasts move recently, and they end up in a new studio, and it's been like a disaster. I'm not thinking of anyone in particular, but there are some that they moved into a new studio, and it's just like, wow, it seems pretty embarrassing that it went so poorly. This is going to go great. It's just, I've spent the last, we've been here a week and 2 days. I've spent every waking second assembling things, putting them in place. This is just my first opportunity to plug all my shit in and get something ripping.
It's come a long way in the last week.
What do you think about my work? How's my work ethic so far?
You're nonstop. I stopped to take a nap. Sometimes I take a nap outside. And you just keep going.
I can't stop. I need to provide for my family. I'm going to work myself I don't think there's anything cooler you can do as a dad is to work yourself to death. There were a couple of points along the journey, along the drive and along the move where I felt like I was in the early stages of a heart attack.
Oh, no.
And I was just like, dude, it would rock so hard if I died providing for my family.
If you died while driving that huge truck and you and Ben just flew off the road.
I developed me and Ben both developed lingering coughs because I think the air filter in the truck was bad.
It's definitely not a sickness, like a regular illness.
No, I think there was asbestos in the truck.
Or mold in the air conditioner.
Yeah, maybe. But
because it's just you two. The rest of us are fine.
Yeah, we're fucked. We were listening to audiobooks and just like banging our heads, and then we both got out with a devastating cough. But
I did not like being
imagine if I died, giving my family a better life. I could, because
I thought about that the whole drive. I was like, if we get into like a horrific accident on this journey,
with all of our stuff in the truck,
how tragic.
We had everything.
We're moving our children to give them a better life, and then we just fucking die on the road.
But that's your hand on the top of the baseball bat. At the end, it's like we were doing the best thing and died. Because now once we settle in here, we probably have, what, you think 25 years left living?
Hopefully.
Maybe. We have plenty of opportunities to fuck up before then. You know what I mean? Lucy's going to go to college. We could like piss her off. You know, she's going to like get mad at us online and say, I'm not going home to Thanksgiving because my parents, you know, whatever. We'll find something to piss her off about. But if we died right now, we'd be heroes.
So young. They'd say they were so young.
It would be so tragic. They'd say we were so hot when we died. Yeah, 22-foot moving truck, front to back, top to bottom.
So scary.
Completely full. I packed it mostly myself.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't ask for more help.
Because I don't want to be indebted to anybody. And we don't have the money to make things easier for ourselves. So I was sacrificing my body and mind to make things happen and keep as many resources for
I'm
ourselves.
surprised you allowed your brother to help. Shout out, Paul.
What do you mean allowed?
Because you're so like particular about the way that you Tetris things, that like, which is a good thing. I think it's a good thing, but other people are good at Tetris too. You gotta let people help you.
I spent 8 minutes focused on one YouTube video about how to pack a moving
I thought you were
truck.
gonna say I spent 30 years playing Tetris.
40, by the way. Well, I mean, once you realize loading a moving truck is just Tetris, it kind of locks into place.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help the fact that we grew up completely destitute. We were grown-ups completely destitute. Everything that we owned was packed into one space.
Yeah, our entire life.
So I watched one YouTube video about loading a moving truck, and this guy made it look so easy. He was just like, and he was using like jargon and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, we'll probably throw some stick up top. We got 2 tiers here. We're going to go,
Stick?
Yeah, stick is, that it might be like a regional moving guy thing, but when you have like some space on the top, you just throw stuff on the top of the pile because you want every row in the moving truck to be up to the top because it's all so nothing can move around. So you throw some stick up top. You stuff some moving blankets. You make a hot dog. You stuff a moving blanket. If there's a gap, you make a little hot dog roll. You throw it in there.
You did a lot of.
I didn't look away from this YouTube. Even if I'm watching a YouTube video I like, I am all over the place. I'm on another computer at the same time. I'm playing a video game. I sat down and I said, okay, Tim, we're going to concentrate on this for 8 straight minutes. And I absorbed every single second of it. And then when it came time to put stuff in the truck, I said, guys, I went to school for this. I studied so hard. Let me micromanage this. So Paul and the boys came over and helped us lug all that shit in there. And then you know who was actually kind of a prodigy? Our nephew Jude.
Yeah. He's strong.
17 years old,
Lifted
strong as a
stuff.
fucking ox. And when I tortured myself over loading this truck because, again, we don't have the money to replace anything. We do have a bunch of like little thing, all the tech. It's all the tech shit. The furniture. I'll sleep on broken furniture. I don't care if that gets fucked up.
I
But
don't really
like,
care about any of our furniture anyway.
if like a port on a computer gets jacked up,
I know.
it's like, oh fuck, I have to start over. I'm bankrupt. I'm technologically bankrupt. And so I was just like, guys, just bring the boxes to the truck. I'll figure it out. And then I was standing in the truck for 45 minutes at a time, just like here and then.
That's why it took so long.
And then
it took 3 days to load the truck.
And but then again, I was driving the truck too.
And nothing was broken. It's fine.
Don't spoil the ending. I was going to build up to it.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to use that to build the image of
Ruined it.
driving 12 hours a day for 3 straight days in a moving truck that couldn't even get up to the speed limit. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm on the hook for all of this. If anything shifts and stuff breaks, it's over for us. We're ruined.
I don't know how anything could break. You wrapped everything.
I was meticulous.
Yeah.
Which is not in my nature.
It's not.
My nature is to big idea, lift things up that are really heavy, and then you do the details.
I'm usually the
This is
meticulous
my
one.
first
We
time doing
flipped-
details.
We flipped personalities throughout this process.
I lived in your bra for a week, and it was miserable.
My bra.
I was going to say shoes, but I wanted something more flowery. I spent a day in your jockstrap, and I don't know if I could handle it. I don't know how you do details. That's crazy. Minutia?
That's why I'm crazy.
Probably. You're not crazy, but I got it. My hat's off to you. I can't. My brow's off to you. I can't hack it. I tried MJ World for a week and I was miserable.
I think we flip-flopped back.
Yes. I have no taste for details anymore.
Over it?
I'm so over it. Please give me big stuff. Give me something that I can wrap my arms around like this, and it's like really heavy. That's me all day.
Well, you have been doing that.
Well, what if it sticks with me? What if I learned some lessons from you and they improve me?
Ooh.
What if I was supposed to be doing this the first 20 years and I forgot
We
to?
needed this to kickstart you.
Yeah, you know the old thing about like couples building furniture together.
Yeah.
You know, that's the real test of
I just
relationship.
don't help you.
Get the fuck out of my way.
I've learned. Remember when Lucy and Ben were really little, we tried to build a bunk bed together?
Vaguely.
Yeah. You put it out of your mind.
What sticks out to you?
It just, like, emotionally it was bad. I feel like we wanted to kill each other.
Yeah, and I guess you learned.
And I think since then, I have not helped you put anything together.
Well, I think in a man's mind, there might be nothing worse than when you're holding a tool that might not be perfect for the job, but you're making it work.
I'm not.
And there's a girl that picks up a sheet of instructions to go, "What can I help with?" It's like, well, even just stopping what I was doing to answer that question is annoying the fuck out of me.
And that's what's annoying. Because you just get annoyed at the smallest things. I know tools. I know my tools.
I know, you're great.
That's why now I just say, let me know if you need eyes or hands. I'm over here.
Yeah, like, still good. Thank you. No problem, babe.
There's a mosquito in here.
I like him. Okay. I wanted him in here. Leave him alone.
I don't like them.
Well, we should talk. One thing is we didn't see this place. We didn't see the house in person.
A little bit scary.
Didn't that feel crazy?
It's a little bit scary, but at the same time, I felt like it was right.
I did some mental gymnastics and I said, we're just picking an Airbnb for a year. That's all. You know?
I could stay here longer than a year, though.
For sure. Well, by the grace of God, it turned out okay. But imagine how embarrassing that would be if you're just like, yeah, we just picked a place online and you get here, it fucking sucks. No. By the way, Gentile landlords.
They're so great.
Oh, dude, praise be.
So sweet people.
Praise be the Gentile landlords. We beat the system. Very nice people. Yeah, everything turned out great. But the journey was long and arduous and scary, and I lost control of the truck at one point.
We don't need to talk about that.
The steering wheel started doing this, and I couldn't make the car, and it jumped into the left lane. The weather was bad, visibility was low. There were some systems in the truck that were like automatic. There was a couple of times if I hit like a...
There was also a problem with the road.
Yeah, and if you hit uneven pavement, the truck kind of goes...
It was really uneven.
And then you'd hear some air pumps doing something, and then you wouldn't be able to do anything, and it goes... Meh, 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 meh.
Because the truck is so wide, if you would even just like go hit the right just a little bit, you would hit that bad patch of road. Yeah. And then I went, oh my God. And then I hit it.
Yeah,
I hit it right after you hit it.
It did some automatic like correction stuff, and it was late at night.
Was it pulling you? Like how you'll get a rental car and it won't let you, it'll like brake for you or?
Well, yeah, first of all, the truck is being affected by wind, the road conditions, it's all of it's like, I was completely rigid the entire time. And I guess there was a road construction and one side bumped harder than the other. It did like a weird suspension
It was
fix.
for like 2 miles. The road was...
I don't know if you're paying attention. There were entire states that were like that. Our infrastructure is fucked.
I know. It's really bad. The roads out there are really bad.
So we hit...
I don't remember where we were. We were in Tennessee, maybe?
I think Tennessee. Tennessee was my least favorite.
Yeah, me too. The second night was horrible.
Oh, we'll get there.
I just mean everything about it. The first day was great. It was we were on the road for like 7 hours because we left a little late.
Yeah.
And
but everything was behind schedule the entire trip. Everything was like, and then we'll probably hit the road like 10 tomorrow.
What?
And then it was like noon 2 days later. We're like, I think we're a couple hours away from hitting the road.
Until like 4:30 on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we did give ourselves an extra 2 days for like emergencies, and we couldn't stop and really see anything cool because we were kind of on a crunch. But
that was so funny when we would get like right before we were leaving. You're like, I looked up some cool stuff we could stop and see, and I was just like, I would prefer to drive for 26 hours straight.
I didn't think
I'm only stopping for you guys.
I did not think that I was able to drive 7 hours at a time.
That's crazy.
I've never driven.
It's crazy.
Like that
I mean, it's
before.
crazy that you made the leap and did it.
I've never driven more than 5 hours at a time.
Man,
And I drove
Being a girl is
almost
awesome.
30 hours.
Being a girl rocks. Guys will drive forever.
Yeah.
But I was honestly, there were parts where I was fantasizing, like, what if they there was like a big cooler I could get, one for each of you, and you fill it with like a goo. I'm obsessed with vats of goo right now.
Like the American Dad episode where he...
Yeah, if I could suspend you guys in a
vacation
goo. If I could suspend you in a vat, and then like you get in, I say goodbye, I love you, and I close it, and it goes, and some fog comes out of it, and then the next thing you know is I'm opening it and we're here. I would have preferred to do that.
You are Stan.
I would have carried you guys into the house.
You say you're not Stan, but you're Stan.
I know I'm Stan. I know I'm Stan Smith. It's fine. Every guy is Stan Smith. Every cool guy is Stan Smith. It's fine. That would have been preferable. I only stopped because I had you guys. Oh my God, 2 cats in the car.
I had the cats, and I thought it was going to be a disaster because of Andy is a nightmare in the car.
He's a little bitch.
He is a bitch. For the first 2 hours, he did not shut up. It was... And when he's really stressed out, he can't close his mouth. He gets, you know how like when I'm stressed out, I get like a jaw lock thing?
Yeah.
He got a cat version of that where he was just like... for 2 straight hours.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
And then he fell asleep.
Yeah, well, I was driving a 30,000-pound truck that was really difficult to control. So I guess we both had, stuff to do.
I'm not saying that my journey was more difficult than yours. I know that it wasn't. I'm just saying I had to listen to that for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then every time we would get off of the highway, what was that?
I think it was a toilet flushing.
Okay.
We're like married with children now. I just do a toilet sound effect every once in a while.
Well, every time we would get off the highway and then get back on it, he would do it again.
He doesn't like accelerating.
He doesn't like the change. It was like a shift. Every shift in speed, he would freak out. But then he would be fine after like 30 minutes.
So since we had 2 cats and we were staying overnight in 2 cities, we had to find pet friendly, and again, call me cheap, I guess. But I'm working with what I got. We had to find pet friendly motels off of the highway because I didn't want to drive anywhere that I didn't have to.
Being cheap. We literally need 10 hours to sleep, and that's it.
Yeah, but then you see the places that you're staying.
Yeah,
in.
it's true.
When you're paying $68 for a double room.
It really was the beds. The beds were hilarious because they were smaller than a full-size bed. Not a twin, but not a full.
Yeah, they're
I guess
tiny.
a double is a little smaller than a full.
Sleeping with Fritz between us.
Fritz.
But so now here's what I want to get to. The pet-friendly motels that you're finding on highways, and put a pin in that for a second. We're hitting all these rest stops to refuel along the way, and looking back now, I probably could have gone to like the car area. I saw people putting like box trucks and shit in the car.
Really?
Part.
I thought it was all separated.
When we got closer to here, I saw people. I wouldn't have done it personally.
More
There's
acceptable
cars this
south?
way, trucks this way. I'm in a 22-foot moving truck. I'll remind you guys. I probably could have gone the car way and gotten away with it, but I went to Truckland in the rest stops.
I was in Cartown.
And I kind of got into the idea of like immersing myself in trucker life. I know that a lot of podcasts are being crushed by trucker guys, so I wanted to kind of gain some perspective. I wanted to live amongst them.
You did live amongst them.
So you go and you're in like the rows and rows of tractor trailers and spots, and it's like
You have to wait for your
packed.
diesel.
And then they got the separate diesel gas pumps for the trucks you pull in. They got the, wiper on a stick so you can clean your windshield. And I'm thinking, I'm going to kind of walk among these guys for a couple of days here. I hope, I play it cool, find the worst outfit in your bag and wear that. And, just kind of make sure your hair's fucked up. And just like, don't try to front. Just, ease in and try to live among them for a couple of days. It was all Indian guys.
Well, and
Truckerland was all Indian guys.
we were fucked up. The last day we were really fucked up because we couldn't shower in the motel.
Which was
The
so
second
disgusting.
motel was disgusting. The first one was fine. The first night was fine. It was clean.
Yeah. It was a little grody. It had a distinct aroma.
I don't know. The one in Virginia, I think, was fine.
You're nice.
It was cleaner. So much cleaner.
So let's connect the two now. So I'm in Truckerland. You know, there's rows and rows of dozens and dozens of tractor trailers. They can't drive. They have to stop driving. They have a system that tells them you have to get off the road.
Like
You
they
have
get
to
too
pull into a
tired?
rest stop. Well, no, they used to just take speed and crush the route.
Okay.
Now it's all monitored. All the trucking companies.
This is what I have a question about.
Shoot.
The weighing. What is the weighing station for?
I didn't look it up. I don't know.
I meant to look it up. Are you not allowed to have like a certain amount of trucks with a certain amount of like weight on the highway at once? Like there's those long lines where
I
get
meant
weight.
to look this up. Checkpoints along highways where commercial vehicles, trucks, and shit are inspected for weight, safety compliance, and other regulations. So it's commercial only. I didn't have to do that.
Right.
So they basically
I've
just like
always wondered about that.
they're looking for like illegal produce and Mexicans and stuff like that in your truck.
people in your truck.
Yeah. So
But I thought it was specifically a weight thing. Like the
part of
highway
it.
can't handle a certain amount of weight.
I don't know
Will
why they
collapse?
weigh it. Why do they
But-
weigh it?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, will the highway collapse if like there's just thousands?
Oh,
and
there are
thousands
weight
of-
limits. Yeah. By preventing overweight vehicles from damaging roads and bridges. Not my problem.
Yes,
So
it is. If you're on the road with these trucks.
no, I meant me in a private truck.
Okay. I'm just saying in general, it's everyone's problem because everyone will fall off the highway and die.
True.
That is an everyone problem.
Is this something you're going to worry about now?
Yes.
I don't know if it's ever happened before. Yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah, it turns out there's never been a bridge that collapsed.
I'm gonna look
That's
it up
great. No, that's great news. Let me see.
95 collapsed.
Nope, turns out no, not
Remember
not-
95 right by our house collapsed?
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Didn't happen. That's cool. Yeah,
Made it up.
yep. That was a hoax. That's great news. Now you don't have to worry. All right, so I'm in Truckerland. I'm seeing nothing but Indian guys. I'm looking at the rows and rows of trucks where it's just fat guys jacking off. That's all that is. You know that? You know they sleep in the back of the cab, right?
I don't want to know.
And it's basically just not even a goon cave.
In the
It's a
back,
goon
like, in the
closet.
back, like where all the stuff
Not
is?
where the freight is. When
Where's
they're
the middle
driving,
part?
just behind their seat, they've got a little
That's where they sleep?
jack off cot.
Oh, like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, but then they make it like well, I wanted to chat up a trucker and be like, "Yo, can I check out
I
your?"
would hate that.
I think those guys set themselves up to like
These guys-
kind of stun on each
I
other.
don't know. These guys, probably, but these guys that are in like commercial trucks and then you show up in your moving truck, your Penske and your U-Haul, they're probably like, fucking
What were you gonna say? Yeah, I was worried about that. That was part of my. But I was gonna be brave. But then it was nothing but Indian guys. And then we pull into these pet friendly motels. Also, all Indian guys.
I can't remember.
They own the roads.
It was the second one. It was the one in Memphis. That was weird. It was scary.
The one in Memphis was twice as Indian as the one
It
in
was just scary.
Virginia.
It was also, there's meth addicts everywhere.
Yeah, so we pulled in.
Everywhere.
So second night we pulled into Motel 6, I guess, outside of just on the outskirts of Memphis. Probably the sketchiest place I've been while traveling.
Yes. And we,
Roving drug addicts,
in Kensington.
scheming drug addicts. By the way, not like
yeah.
this is the big
meeting
thing.
up,
This is the big culture shock for
watching
me.
them meet up and like
What are they doing?
where you want to go.
What do you need two drug addicts for?
There's more than two.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm used to like one guy just like seriously
Yeah.
struggling at a
On the
intersection.
corner. You're right.
Yeah. This was like a committee was
Yeah,
forming. A
it
committee was forming in front of, as we were pulling in. Actually, we had to wait
It
for them to
was so
move out of the
scary.
driveway
Yeah,
of the hotel.
They met up in the driveway as we were trying to make a left into it and just like had a conversation for 3 minutes.
Just a bunch of dudes, no shirt, big school bag on,
Mm-hmm.
middle of the night, kind of this facial hair, the homeless
Little patch
tan.
here.
The homeless tan was thriving. and I'm not used to the plotting and scheming. I'm used to
Right.
homeless people, or, not even homeless people.
It was like, where are we gonna hang?
Yeah, what's the move? Hey, yo, what's up?
Party time. It's party time.
I just got kicked out of a place. What are we doing?
Yeah. And we had all of our belongings.
And and then 50 feet from these guys, I parked a truck full of all of our belongings. And I sat in the hotel room and I would peek out of the curtain, make sure no one was fucking with it.
It was scary.
All night.
I don't usually get scared.
All night worry. Not letting anyone go to the car by themselves. And just the place fucking reeked. You couldn't use the bathroom. And I was like,
so dirty.
And I was trying to turn it into a lesson for the kids. Like, hey guys, listen. You make decisions to stay in a place like this so that you can live somewhere nice, man.
Fritz put his face down in the bed, and I was like, Fritz, pick your face up. And underneath his face was black. It was like black dirt, almost like grease. I was like, on top of the covers. We're on top of the covers. We're putting on sweatpants and hoodies, and we're staying warm with each other. And we just snuggled on top of the covers.
Yeah, really brutal stuff.
And then the next day, there was a roach in the microwave.
Yeah, and then we tried to microwave it, by the way.
yeah.
We tried to microwave a roach.
It didn't work. He came out. He just walked out.
Not only did it not, well, I was like, let's just do 30 seconds. I think in 5 or 10 he's going to drop. And he just like chilled for the first 15. And then what I didn't realize is that like you can just leave. He just went through a hole and got out of the microwave. And I was just
Survival.
like, oh fuck,
They're
we
really
got
good
a
at
radioactive
survival.
roach in the room now.
Yep. And then that's when we were like, get our shit. And we were, but no, that's not true. Was that before or after we went across the street to Waffle House?
It was before.
Oh yeah.
It was before.
We left the cats with it.
He could have got into our bags and he's here with us now.
That's what I said. When we go outside, we should shake our bags, make sure there's nothing.
We'll get around to it.
It's too late now.
I know. Guys, if your headset doesn't make you feel like you're in the game, what's the point? Turtle Beach drops you right in on the action with their Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset. The audio is richer, the surround sound is more immersive, and the battery lasts for a crazy 80 hours. It even has a quick charge feature, so when it does finally get low on juice, you can get back in on the game right away. Guys, Turtle Beach, I mean, we've been chasing these guys down forever. I can't believe we're even in business with them. The Stealth 700 is probably the most premium product in our entire household. Our boys are, fragging like you wouldn't even believe. The KDs are through the roof because you can't sneak a single thing by them. And the crystal clear audio is giving them an advantage. The Stealth 700 has the industry's first ever cross-play dual wireless transmitter system. That means you can seamlessly switch between your consoles and PC with just the touch of a button. Head to turtlebeach.com and use code TBS for 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com with promo code TBS. Support the Tim Butterly Show and tell them we sent you. Get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today. Thanks, Turtle Beach. Guys, Vaia is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high-quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real, effect-driven results. Whether you're looking for daily wellness, laser focus, or deep relaxation, Vaia has something for you. Choose the cannabinoid dose you're looking for and create your best reality. Their products range from 0 to 100 milligrams of THC. Fellas, I'm not a gummy head by any means. Actually, I don't trust the entire industry, be it, homemade stuff from friends, dosages tripping me up. I can tell you, in my own experience, Vaia has been very consistent and very mellow. And, if you want something a little bit heavier out of them, eat a handful. Summer's here, though, and you have to kind of do all of your relaxing for the entire year in just a couple of months' time before you get back to, the misery of whatever the rest of your life looks like. We only have so much of long days. Let's get every last ounce out of it. How's that sound? Vaia only delivers lab-tested and certified products. None of this mystery gas station nonsense, so you know you're in good hands. If you're 21 and over, check out the link to Vaia in our description and use code BUTTERLY, that's butterfly without the F, to receive 15% off. free shipping on orders over $100. And if you're new to Vaia, get a free gift of your choice. After you purchase, they ask where you heard about them, support the show, and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Vaia. Thanks, Vaia.
Thanks, Vaia.
And now back to the program. And then we pulled up, and it was the first time like actually seeing anything in the truck. We pull into Texas. It's late at night. We open it, and I don't know. Maybe a painting frame got like a little bit bent. Everything was perfect. I did it. My Tetris packing worked. And I wanted to scream in the driveway. I couldn't do it, but I just
so loud. It was midnight, and we were so loud.
I know that's so Puerto Rican of us.
It was really
pulling up with the moving truck late at night is the most Puerto Rican thing in my blood, and I learned it. I
feel like that's why nobody has said hi to us.
Yeah, they don't trust us. There's nothing worse than a moving truck showing up late at night.
And you had to back up, so it was like beeping.
What I'm used to is when someone pulls up with the U-Haul in the middle of the night, it's like that guy's getting shot in the next 8 months. And so far, I've been 100% right. Mm-hmm. And then we did it. And now we've achieved the American dream of a extremely modest single-family home full of Amazon Basics furniture in rustic brown.
I love the rustic brown.
I'll never go beige. I'll never go charcoal. Mm-hmm. It's rustic brown until I die.
Yeah.
That's refined. That's refined, and I know I'm going to get it dirty.
Better than the gray.
Gray is like, oh, you think you're going to clean that enough? Is that who you think you are? And then if you do, it's like...
You can't spill coffee on it.
You can't do shit with it.
Yeah.
You look like a jerk off. Let me just say, if you're getting your Amazon Basics furniture in any of the gray finishes or even cedar, get the fuck out of my face with cedar. No, you're a buster. It's rustic brown. Yo, where's my rustic brown dudes in the comments? Yeah, fire off, dude. Let these motherfuckers know what's up. It's not about that shit. So we did it. We're here. Congratulations on living in the South.
Thanks for bringing me back.
What was the thing you missed most about living in the South?
Like the slower pace of everything.
Mm.
No one there's not any road rage that I can see yet.
It's because everyone's either driving 70 miles an hour or they're on a stop and go highway.
But I have that anxiety where I'm at a stop sign and I have to make a left turn and it's like a busy street with no light and you have to have to time it perfectly. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guy behind me. I'm sorry, guy behind me. I'm trying my best. And it's like, they're fine. They don't care.
Yeah.
Everyone stops and lets you go. Everyone's nice.
Do you know about the Philly Wiki subreddit?
No.
It's basically just people kind of following gang violence in Philly as though it's just social media, reality. They're following gang members like they're influencers in Philly.
What?
Yeah, all the drill gangs, all the rap gangs that are killing each other in Philly,
don't really know
and then they post about it on Instagram, and then there's fans of it on Reddit, just OT7 Kwani wild for this.
They're taking sides.
Yeah, and then arguing with each other like it's MMA or UFC, except it's just black teenagers killing each other.
Oh my god! So wait. So are the fans also killing each other?
No, they're just sitting on Reddit.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was turning into a.
No, it's just people debating whether someone's about the streets or not. It's nah, he's a civilian. It's but they're kind of they're posting about road rage now because it's everyone's filming every interaction on the road.
The road rage is so bad.
And it's this lady tried to send me to jail today. She was driving too close to me. She's lucky she's trying to get me to get out of the car and kill her. That's what's going on back home.
I know. I'm so happy to be away from that.
And you're a pop-off artist.
I do pop off, but that's because I'm put in that situation. They make me do it.
Yeah. Is that your natural instinct is to pop off, or is that you?
I think I'm just
going against yourself.
I'm in a high stress situation, and everyone around me is high stressed and freaking out, and it's
you don't want to be the last one to freak out.
Like a trickle down effect. It just gets me.
That's your autism.
Yeah.
It's popping off.
Maybe. I don't want to pop off anymore. I don't want to pop off. It doesn't feel good.
You think you got it out of your system?
Not all the way. It'll take some time.
You think you're still going to be a little hood rat here?
I hope not. You think I'll grow out of it?
I hope not. I love it.
They say you can't take the filly out of the girl, right?
Yeah, you'll be a dirtball until you die for sure. And that's
But I don't want to be like an extreme dirtball.
No, it's just people will notice. That's all.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a problem. What was the? I guess that kind of answers both questions. I was gonna say there's a main thing that you wanted to get away from in Philly.
Just like there's just so much hostility. Everyone's angry, aggressive. Like, I don't think I'm an angry person, but I can be pretty aggressive if you fucking bother me.
It's so funny you're talking like this. We lived on a street with multiple Section 8 houses.
I know, and shootings.
Yeah.
We had to teach the kids how to drop the floor.
We had to instruct the children that when they hear gunshots
to drop to the floor.
lay on the floor behind the radiator.
Yeah. It's so sad.
But now we have a house full of rustic brown Amazon Basics furniture. We're the kings. But no, wow, I did it all for you. I did have, before I move on, is there anything else that stuck out in your mind from the move?
I don't know. I really enjoyed our Buc-ee's picnics in the parking lot.
Sitting on the ground at Buc-ee's?
Yeah, we couldn't really, all of us couldn't go inside at once because the cats.
The cats would have baked in the car.
Mm-hmm. We did it once and I didn't realize it. I was like, they're cats, they're fine. We'll keep the windows open. We kept the windows like half open for them. And it wasn't even that hot.
We almost cooked them.
And we came back out and they were like drooling. I had to take them.
Visible drool on a cat is terrifying.
We're going to get in trouble. Guys, don't tell on us. I didn't know.
There's a lot of billboards for car heat death down here.
Yes, a lot. Like, I don't even know. Usually they say it's okay to break the window, but it doesn't say it. It said something else. I can't remember what it
I think kid car heat death, by the way, is kind of a myth the way that SIDS is a myth.
Is it a myth, though?
It's not a myth. No, it's not that's the wrong thing. But, SIDS is just like moms killing their kids.
No, that's
basically
sudden infant death syndrome. It's like they have a heart. Okay. I don't know what
No,
you're talking
that would
about,
be
though.
a heart issue. SIDS is like, well,
The
it
baby
just
didn't
happens
make
sometimes. It's usually a
Suffocation.
mom doing something fat or killing them on purpose.
Well, they say that you're not supposed to have anything in the crib. Nothing in the crib. Like, not a blanket, not a crib. What's that?
Right. And it's like, yeah, but she won't sleep unless I have,
I don't know.
a 2-liter Mountain Dew in the crib with her,
It has to be like a physical thing that's wrong with the baby that nobody knows about. That's all it is.
They can figure that out with an autopsy, though.
I guess so.
So what I'm saying, though, is car heat death is just dads who want to start a new life that pretend they forgot them in the car.
That's a good point.
We've watched multiple YouTube body cam compilations of dads just being like, oh, God, no. And they go, you're arrested. He goes, it's illegal to forget your kid in the car?
I don't remember watching one about leaving them in the car.
I have multiple. There's a JCS, or I think it's JCS. What's the police interrogation one? It's a guy left his kid in the car and then went to work.
I don't know this one.
Oh,
Show me this one.
God. He took his kid. Oh, dude, he was supposed to drop his kid off at daycare and then go to work. And for whatever reason, he didn't go to daycare at all. He might have even gone to like Wendy's and gotten a breakfast sandwich and then went to work and left the kid in the car.
Oh, no.
The entire day. And then there was another one where I think the dad was playing Xbox while the kid was in the car.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And they're just like, whoops.
Kind of. Well, there's a very specific like psychological thing to it where it's like they want you to think it was an accident, but
They did it on purpose.
having a kid was kind of like harshing their mellow. And they're like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. And dead for sure. Fuck. I guess I'm not even a parent anymore, man. And then they get arrested and they're like trying
Can't
to be
believe they
like,
got arrested.
they're like, I'm as upset about this as anybody.
Well, I feel like we could have gotten arrested.
I don't think it's illegal to
leaving
kill
the
cats
cats.
in your car.
I don't know. But we had to take them out and let them air out. They were like wet. I didn't think cats sweat.
They don't. It was all drool.
It was so bad. I had to put water all over their mouths and their faces. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible cat mom.
No, they survived.
They're fine. But then, so the second, well, all the rest of the times we stopped at Buc-ee's. We left the car running with the air conditioning, and someone stayed with them, and
we posted
picnicked.
up.
Yeah.
We did a parking lot picnic at Buc-ee's, sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
True trash.
And when we went to Waffle House, we left them in the Roach Motel.
Yeah, they probably had a blast.
And they dug out all the trash, somebody else's trash.
We came back.
The air conditioner. We're like, whose trash is this? Who ate this? We didn't have these snacks.
Well, don't forget, housekeeping at that place was a guy. It looked like Samuel L. Jackson in Black Snake
I
Moan.
think all they did was just remake
Pushing
the
a
bed.
shopping cart up and down with just like a contractor bag and just dumping shit in it.
They didn't clean anything. They just remade the beds and took out your trash, and that was it.
So we left the cats in the room for an hour. We came back. They pulled out every candy
and
wrapper.
They knocked out a shelf.
Every used condom, all the needles, all of it came out from under the air conditioners, under the furniture.
And they knocked over a shelf.
They broke a shelf, but that thing was on its way out. But so I have some specific things.
Got Reddits?
I wanted to pull up. I had some posts that I wanted to. I thought these would be great for you to respond to. I was going through my bookmarks, looking for my stuff, and I thought, wow, these are perfect for MJ.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Let me see.
Am I gonna get too serious?
No, these are funny as hell. Let me see. We have okay, 40-year-old woman grossed out by nearly everything her husband does. How do I get over it?
Oh no, like what? Does she give details? Tell me.
Let me see.
Is it chewing?
Is that something I do?
Something. I'm bothered by everyone's chewing. It's not just you.
All right. Hopefully this doesn't. I haven't read the actual details, so I'm like fingers crossed that you're not going to make a face.
That's like a thing. No, that's a thing when you're like bothered by chewing. I can live with it.
Okay, here we. Oh my God, this is spooky. Actually, now I remember why I bookmarked this. When I saw it, I went okay, and I almost went through your phone. posting anon because my husband reads this. You know,
anon.
Anonymous.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. I'm a 40-year-old woman, and my husband and I and my husband have been together since high school.
Uh-oh.
We have built a financially stable and respectful relationship. He is a great father, thank you, and role model to our young children. You think so? He does equal share around the house, laundry, cooking, parenting.
That's not me.
There's etc. too. I'm a big etc. She said laundry, cooking, parenting, etc. I'm crushing etc.
Etc. Yeah.
Etc. I am
not laundry and cooking. That's me.
Maybe number one worldwide. Maybe less laundry and cooking. A little bit of cooking.
A little bit.
Parenting?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're equals. We're equals with parenting, for sure.
But then et cetera. It's like, actually, I was going to ask you if you could maybe pick up some slack in et cetera.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. That's you.
I'm going to start my post. Over the past 3 to 5. So they've been together at least 20 years. Probably longer than us. If this is not us. And just in the past 3 to 5 years, I'm continuously finding him less and less attractive.
Oh, no.
We've been to counseling together over this, and we've had. First of all, we're never going to counseling. By the way,
never.
We are never doing
so
couples
embarrassing.
therapy.
If we had to sit in couples therapy, I wouldn't make it. I would die of embarrassment.
But embarrassed for being in front of the therapist, or embarrassed because anyone you
it.
know would find out.
No, just like all of it. Just I don't even know how to explain it.
Imagine sitting in the reception area.
Like we can't figure this out.
Dude, imagine us sitting on 2 separate couches in the reception area, just not talking.
Hate each other. And then the thing about
oh my God, we're filling out paperwork together, and I'm like,
couples therapy is that you go home and you're mad at each other because the therapist always takes one person's side, and then you're pissed
someone
off.
has to be right.
Yeah, I guess so. Unless you're
That's
both wrong.
gotta suck. That's gotta be a loss.
You could both be wrong though.
Yeah, for sure. That's probably ideal.
Yeah.
If you go to couples therapy and you're both wrong, that's when it's like, you got some too, you know? I'm not the only one that got homework at therapy.
Oh, that's rough.
But imagine you're standing at the counter.
I'll never do that.
You're in front of the receptionist together, and you're filling out 6 pages Oh my God. And then it's like, what would you say is something you would like to work on? And you're like, block the paper.
Yeah, if you've been together for 20 years and you have to go to couples therapy, just end it. 20 years?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, never. If you brought it up to me, I would just be like, you've got your mind made up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't I save us some copays?
Yeah, that's sad.
What is?
That's just the situation. It's sad.
Oh, for them?
Yeah.
No, it's funny.
Okay.
Because they're
Well,
sharing
tell
it
me
with
more.
strangers on Reddit because they don't know what to do with their lives. That's funny. It's not sad.
Sad. Tell me more.
Okay. I'm continuously finding him less unfortunate. We've been counseling together over this, and we've had many peaceful conversations, but nothing seems to improve from my perspective. First of all, I'm also not doing peaceful conversations with you.
No, I think at that point
No,
you kind
thank
of
you.
have to yell at each other.
Yeah,
Like-
you got to get it out.
We've been together for 20 years. Like, we know each other.
And I'm hearing you, and that's valid.
But like, you're not fucking hearing
Fuck
me.
you. And that's fair. And in order to find an equitable solution for both of us, I think we should just like leave.
I would go crazy if you talked to me like that.
If I like remained calm,
Yeah, I don't think I can handle it. I can't handle it.
it drives you
It
nuts.
does.
Sorry, I got a little bit of trucker lung. I got the Penske respiratory system going. Okay, I'm going to list a few examples, and before Reddit jumps on me saying these things are stupid, please understand we've been together for a long time, and all the little things eventually snowball into big things. He forgets about 70% of our conversations. Well, there's annoying, and there's how does she describe it?
Busy and overwhelmed.
Less attractive. There's annoying and find him less attractive.
Okay.
Okay. So when she says something like he forgets about 70% of our conversations, it's like, okay, first of all, let me see those 70% real quick. Let me get the minutes on
What are the
those.
conversations about?
Yeah. Are the conversations about what to do
Like
for dinner?
housework or like you need to.
You
fix
should
this?
forget those.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to
That's
remember
normal.
100% of a conversations
Yeah.
with your wife.
I mean, I'm pretty forgetful too.
You're being hard on yourself. I'm having to give him reminder receipts on everything we've talked about. He snores while awake.
Oh,
Literally.
that is gross.
Yeah, I'm guessing that these people both got fat, by
I was
the way.
gonna say that's a fat thing.
Or started fat. His face and hair smell so bad.
Ew. Okay.
To me,
that is
anyways.
prob-
I'm pretty sure it's just his bodily oils.
Or maybe it's like a pheromone thing. Like she's over it.
But do those change after 15, 18 years?
I don't know.
When he wants attention, he gets really immature and starts talking in a baby voice.
Like.
You think maybe you can suck my penis? You think maybe you can get a little bit of that pussy? Do you think that's what she means by attention?
No, I don't know. Wait, say that again. Say that sentence again. I think I misunderstood.
You would. She.
I thought you meant like in a combative, like when you make
When he wants attention, he gets really immature and starts talking in a baby
he
voice.
wants attention. Like what kind of attention?
I'm probably. I mean, what other kind of attention is there?
I don't know.
I was thinking maybe hand jobs. You know. Mommy, can I please have that? Mommy, can
Okay,
I
well,
please
yes.
get jacked off?
Okay, she's not wrong yet. If this is all true.
Or does he go, yeah?
Please don't ever make that sound again.
Yeah. He leaves boogers and skin flakes in and around the sink. He's putting boogers on the sink.
No. No. Why isn't she?
But
Is
here's
she
the thing.
saying something or is she just like letting all of this build up? Because I'd be like, yo, there's a fucking booger in the sink. Get it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I could go on with more examples, but let's not keep you here forever. We have talked about every single one of these things and more. If there could be a medical issue, he's been to a doctor. Everything is fixable, but it's not being fixed. So he's just being a gross.
Just being gross.
I know I'm not perfect, but these things seem to irritate me to my core. I feel like screaming at the top of my lungs, bashing my head through a wall. That's dramatic, but I feel desperate. This cannot be the rest of my life. How do I get over this? Or what can we further do so we can live happily for the rest of our lives?
Yeah, I mean, he's being gross. He needs to stop being gross.
I mean, that's easier said than done, babe.
Like she said, nobody's perfect. We all are a little bit gross. But you can't be leaving boogers in the sink for people.
That'd be...
You can't. I would flip the fuck out if there was a booger in my sink.
What if we had the couples therapy from sink boogers? But I mean, you gotta go big on the examples. Those are her worst examples. That's her going, and there's more, I promise.
So he's not cleaning himself. He stinks.
His face stinks.
His face.
Imagine.
Well, I would be devastated if your face was stinky because your beard is like my favorite thing. And if your beard was stinky,
she's pretty sure it's just his bodily oils.
well, then he needs to clean himself. Simple. And if he's not going to do it, he doesn't care and he doesn't love her.
I mean, what do you think the therapist said about that?
Do we have an update?
Okay. There's a lot of actionable items I am considering as I plan my next move. More medical checkups, specialist appointments, therapy, HRT.
Wait, what's HRT?
Hormone replacement therapy. So probably like
For him or for
testosterone
her?
shit.
For him?
Yeah, probably get him on test.
Oh. Because I don't know. I read something about like when you're in perimenopause, like your smells also change. You know how I'm really, ever since I've been pregnant, like with Lucy,
I've
smells
actually
have been...
changed soaps 5 times in the last year because they keep bothering you.
Yeah, and you listen and you change.
Uh-huh.
He needs to listen and change.
But that's soaps. That's not body. That's not my natural physiology repulsing you.
True. But it seems like he's not using soap at all.
I don't know. She left that detail out. Okay, so there is some clarification before we come to a verdict on this, but it's why only the last 3 to 5 years? Is this irritating you? You've been together a lot longer, blah, blah, blah. Did this suddenly change? She said, we had kids later in life. As 2 young single people, we just always had fun and not a lot bothered us. Throw kids in the mix and everything got flipped upside down.
Ooh, yeah.
I was the primary caregiver, staying home with them for 5 years. Ooh, she got 5 years to stay at home? You got to give it up for that.
I mean...
She got a 5-year vacation?
Do not call that a vacation.
She got 5 years.
Trying to piss me off.
She got a 5-year break from the workplace? It's only the past 3 to 5 years that I'm back to my life. Okay, so she went back to work.
Usually when your kid goes to kindergarten, you try to go back to work. I did that with Ben. When Ben started kindergarten, I went back to work.
Yeah, so she got 5 years at home, went back to work, and now her husband makes her sick. I think she met somebody.
Or it's like, maybe. I mean, she's back in the workplace. She's around other people. And she's just seeing that he's being a slob. So, like, does he work? Like, what's the deal?
I'm
with
sure
that?
he does.
I feel like they don't give us enough information.
No, they don't. And these people are probably all either fake or Chinese anyway. It's just I thought this was
It's
just
fun to think of
some fun parallels. Is there any chance that her husband did not switch out of his party lifestyle?
Because they had kids later. They were probably drinking all the time. What the hell was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, someone's moving stuff around.
Okay. Yeah, and then it's like you're used to living a certain way, and then you throw kids in the mix. I feel like it's an easier transition. Not saying like everyone should have kids young, but for us,
having kids old is the stupidest thing ever. Like better late than never.
Part of our lives, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you start later, I think it's harder to transition.
It sucks. Having a kid right now would destroy me.
We couldn't.
That's one of the most destructive psyops I think of all time. Was that like you should be like 35 before you're even thinking of having kids? You know, get married when you're. I think that shit's so dumb. Some
people want to be financially stable first.
I get that, but
you have to be willing to change your whole life, and some people are just not willing to change their whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be willing to take your entire life and throw it on the ground as hard as you can if you want to be a successful parent.
I don't know.
Easy
it was
when you have
not
nothing.
Difficult for me.
Yeah, because we had nothing. Our life sucked ass.
But I also was not like a party girl.
No, you're a big girl.
Yeah.
You're very mature. And we were so stupid. We had no idea what we were getting into.
Yeah, no clue.
So he didn't party. They weren't party animals. The fun we had before was travel, hiking, sports. He does.
But you can do all of that with your kids.
It's retarded. He does partake in THC oil at night.
Ugh.
So he's
Is
just
that a
like
problem
not
for
doing
him?
anything. No,
But he now that they have kids, he's stopped all of his hobbies. So like he's not hiking, he's not doing sports. What was the other thing? Hiking,
travel.
They're not traveling anymore. I guess it is harder to travel with kids.
I want to know how much he's gaming and what game he's playing.
Does it say that, or are you just
No, she doesn't
know
mention
what's
it.
happening? That's never been an issue for me. That is an issue for a lot of ladies when their husbands game.
What do
It's
you
not
mean?
for me.
What do they say?
Just like you'll never get off of it.
What do they say?
It's just like they just never get off, or like they don't pay attention to me because
You never get off your game.
something like that.
Well, it's better than me going to the bar.
I agree with that. It
Oh,
is
I thought you
better.
were going to argue with me.
No, it is better.
What do you think of those women? You think the husbands are fine? Are they just being a bitch?
Most of the time, yeah.
So
I
if
think
you're,
gaming is
if
fine.
if your significant other is giving you a hard time about gaming, say it.
You might be a bitch.
She might be a bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's probably just being a bitch, fellas.
Sorry.
She's probably, dude.
No, it depends. If it is
No.
a problem and you address it,
No, you worked all week. You just want to game with your boys, dude. She's just being a bitch.
yeah. Because then it's like that's his thing, and you can have your own thing. Go do something else. Go do something while he's gaming.
What if your thing is just like scrolling at your phone and then occasionally looking up at your husband angrily because he's on a headset talking really loud and you can't even hear the. It would actually be better if you could hear the game.
FaceTime your friend and talk real
But you're
loud.
sitting in a silent room while your husband's just like, get on point. Get on point. Okay, rotate.
Go do something. Go do hot yoga.
Where's heels?
Like,
Where's heels?
go do a sport.
Go do hot yoga.
That's what ladies like, right?
No, I think a woman should just be like frowny face looking at women that they hate on Instagram and then
No,
looking at your
that's
husband
not
and just
helpful.
going, "Are you ever going to get
Or-
off that?"
If you are annoyed by him being on the headset, FaceTime your friend and talk real loud.
Like
Throw it back.
like you're on the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Go bus mode. There is an update. She posted an update 2 days later. I'm skimming it right now.
You're at 2 days? Wait, oh, I thought you said
Yeah,
no.
because she's overwhelmed with responses.
Wait, first, before we get to the update, what are other people saying?
They're
I
saying-
always feel like I'm wrong. I'm the asshole.
Well, where are you at on it right now?
Right now, I think he's the asshole because he's being dirty, and you could just like be clean for your wife. Like when I don't like your deodorant,
We throw it out.
we throw it out, and you.
And I go,
Have to
oh
get a
man,
new
I stood in the aisle at the store for like
And
3.5
then
minutes smelling deodorants. You don't like it?
But you say go pick me a deodorant, and I go get you a deodorant.
Yeah, because I don't feel like fucking throwing another one out.
I don't know. I appreciate that.
That's my concession. That's my one. They're gonna call me a cuck,
I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
but I just don't feel like fucking hearing about it. You know, I just want to play my game.
But I think that's really nice, and I think all men should want to smell nice for their lady. Not too nice, not like a pound of cologne. I think that's gross too.
I think you should punish your lady with aromas and smells and
no.
farts. I think you should use it to it's olfactory domination.
That's the thing. If you're
and it gives you an edge in any sort of contention in the relationship.
yeah, that's the thing. You do destroy me with farts, so I can pick your deodorant.
It's all about compromise.
Yeah.
Noah's he's had a real problem with it too.
What's
I guess
that?
he doesn't have to deal with me anymore.
Oh no.
He was getting really mad at me for farting in the truck when we went to
Yeah.
Utah.
You get in trouble
Everywhere
you go for farting.
Everywhere I go. Even if I didn't amplify the sound, I would
It's the
still be
smell.
getting bitched at.
It's the smell.
What do you do?
Change your diet.
Is there something I could like put in my butt?
Are you? I don't
Can I put like a
like a butt plug air freshener.
like the dashboard air freshener? Yeah, like a Glade. Can I throw a Glade, snap the Glade, and put it in my butt?
The one that you put on the air vent so that when air comes out, it smells nice.
Yeah, I might go. I don't know, fresh linen. Would that be better?
I like the Gain ones.
Go Gain. like Blue Midnight or anything like that? What
Regular
flavor?
I like the
Oh, just the
regular
original Gain
of-
flavor.
yeah, like the green Gain. I love. I also like the lavender
I'm
one.
gonna make a Gain butt plug myself for any guys suffering from my affliction.
And do I get the button where I get to press like it?
It's like your remote control.
It's just fart activated. I don't get to press a button and like smell goods come out.
My husband keeps leaving his remote control butt plug at home.
Oh my god. All right, wait. What are people saying? Are they like? Do they agree with?
Yeah, they're on her
me,
side. They're
or-
saying like, "Wow, you're actually really downplaying how bad this is for you," and that kind of stuff. Like him never remembering conversations is tiring. It means you have to waste a lot of time and energy constantly refreshing his memory, and I am guessing having to mother him in terms of scheduling and stuff as a result. Snoring while awake. I mean, I just don't see how that isn't a medical thing. You say he offers equal participation in the house, but he doesn't. He doesn't clean up after using the sink, and him constantly defaulting to an unhealthy communication style when he wants something, despite you likely bringing it up in counseling, shows he is really not taking any steps forward.
Yeah. So it seems like they were once pretty active, and now they're not, and that
Getting fat,
and not taking care.
probably getting bald
a little
too.
depressed,
He's losing his hair.
right? And when you're not active, you do get depressed. Like that is real. Mm-hmm. When you're used to doing a sport and then you stop doing a sport,
So
you
she
get
needs to
deeply
be on
depressed.
She needs to be on a daily medication, probably.
No, she does not. She needs to move
He
her
needs-
body. They both need to just start hiking again.
It probably would fix it.
Yeah, it would fix it.
But then she's like, I think once you reach this point, there's probably no coming back. Once you get grossed out by somebody,
I don't know. Also, wait, if she is on medication, that fucks you up too. Like that fucks up your.
I shouldn't mention that. I'm just saying we should medicate women when they start acting like a bitch.
You're not gonna piss me off.
I know, it's insane. I'm trying my best. Yeah.
don't
So
know
she's
how.
like, thank you for the validation and stuff like that.
Okay. But is it only women who are?
He has
or
gained weight
any-
over the past few years.
Okay, I need to know if like any men are contributing.
There's probably guys in here saying like that is never okay.
Is anybody
but-
sticking up for him?
It's only showing me the highlights of the comments. This is like the best of Redditor update, so it's not even the original thread. You know, This is my shit. Let me see.
I just need to know everything that's happening.
Oh my god, just a few of my own comments. I do recognize I'm in perimenopause.
There is a smell thing that goes.
I will be talking to my doctor about this. Even though the rage
And you get
boils
annoyed.
my entire being, I still remember how to be gentle, kind, and empathetic.
I think I'm approaching perimenopause.
Whoa. I was never a raging bitch towards him. Like if you suggested, I'm more forceful with my tone to truly get my message across. Okay, let's see. He has gained weight over the past few years. He's not obese, but he's been an athlete the majority of his life. And so the extra 50 to 70 pounds is probably a lot for him and causing a lot of these issues.
Yep.
The hygiene issues will have to be discussed another day.
Well, that goes along with like the whole depression thing. When you stop doing your sport, the thing that makes you happy and the thing that like,
The baby voice thing.
yeah, that's fucked
I'll just
up.
keep telling him it's deeply unattractive and honestly gross. And I will not be having sex with any man who chooses to talk to me like that.
Yeah.
Okay, to the update. Tonight we were relaxing in bed and I began by saying, have you ever considered getting tested for sleep, whatever,
For what?
sleep apnea? Even saying you want to exercise for a long time, it hasn't happened. So she brought all the shit up. I want to know the outcome. Needs to figure this out because I can't live like this. It's lonely and isolating. I can't talk about anything from silly, meaningless things to more serious issues. Blah, blah, blah. I left it at that. He rolled over and didn't say anything. So I guess the decision is on him now. Damn.
Damn.
He's a fat,
He
sad
said nope.
pussy.
Yeah, he's the asshole.
I'm not leaving him because of his memory loss. After going through all the medicals, if nothing is discovered, and he just sucks at prioritizing us, I'm leaving him because I'm lonely and I don't have a companion. Oh.
That turned out sad. That
Yep.
was not that funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I think we found some pretty funny bits and arguments along the way.
Yeah. That just is so sad.
Not me. It's like, you're fucking, I don't know.
You know what makes me want to get up and go exercise?
What's that?
Listening to that.
Ooh, hell yeah. I can find more. No, I'm just kidding. You're perfect. You don't have to change anything about yourself.
It's not true. Nobody's perfect.
I had some more stuff like that. But yeah, that took a sad turn at the end. I thought there was going to be like a, he did some sit-ups and ate my pussy type update. Yeah, I had another MJ specific one, but I don't want to bum you out anymore. This one was wife arrested for shoplifting.
Ooh. What did she steal?
Now, look, again, this was spooky when I saw it. As much as the setup for the last one was spooky, this one was similar. Location, Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
My wife was shopping at Giant.
Ooh.
Now, this one's you.
That is me. I would never steal.
She uses it. Wait, really?
Self-checkout.
Well, they have the Scan It app, so you can scan things and then just scan the app at the self-checkout and pay.
Huh?
So as you're going through, you can just scan your items, and when you get
What?
to the end, you show the barcode.
Of course people are going to steal doing that.
After
I'd be too scared.
paying today, she was grabbed for an audit, and they apparently found what they told her was a large discrepancy. She was prepared to pay the difference as she thought she had made a mistake, but they told her they had to wait for a manager. Then the police showed up and arrested my wife and separated her from my 7-year-old daughter.
Oh my God. That's hard. That's terrifying for the poor girl.
They're not sure if it's a mistake or not, but that really made me think of you. What if
How
you're out
big-
there?
how
What if
big
when
a
you're around me,
mistake?
you're rock solid, never makes
out
a
there
bad
being
decision,
a criminal?
and you go out there and you're doing this kind of shit, and
Very
it's going to get
rotten
posted on
criminal?
Facebook, and everyone's going to tag me. And go, oh.
Oh, your wife got arrested.
Oh my God, you know how embarrassing that would be?
Dang, I wouldn't do that to you. I only stole from Target.
Oh my God, if there was body cam footage of you
One
being
time.
arrested and put in a cop car and you're like spitting at the cops and saying the N-word and saying like, what, are you going to rape me? You fucking pig.
I feel like I would actually say that.
Well, you gonna
Just the
handcuff
last
me because you want to fucking take advantage of me?
Yeah, I would probably say that.
I mean, you have to, you can't go, I'm so sorry. You have to be like, fuck you.
Yeah. Especially if it was a mistake.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't really considered it might be a mistake. I figured she did.
I want to know how big of a discrepancy.
They said it was $800
Whoa.
in
how
retail
is that?
theft.
Wait. That's a lot.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a mistake. She looked over the groceries and, well, okay, so my wife got home. She looked over the groceries and told me what it looked like they had taken. Chicken, beef, energy drinks. And I cannot fathom how it would be $800.
Yeah, that has to be. Also, couldn't it be like a system error? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
because it's all tech stuff.
So, let me see. This was 25 days ago. There must be an update.
There has
But he
to
said,
be an update.
edit. Thank you all. I understand why people are so quick to assume she did it. And I'm also prepared that I may have learned something about my wife I didn't know. But my conclusion relies on my trust of her, how extremely out of character it would be for her to do something like this.
Especially with your kid, when your kid is with you.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Although I did.
I think the guy deleted it.
Oh, no.
No. So there might not be an update to it.
I was once buying a pair of sandals at Target and they didn't have a tag on them. And I just put it in a bag. Can I say that? Should we edit that out?
I don't know what the statute of limitations is on that kind of thing. How long ago was this?
Probably 5 years ago.
5 years. I think they can still. I'll tell Dylan to cut that.
No.
No.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I think the guy, I don't know that he, very much if something is missing, I tried to press my wife about it, being honest with me, because it determines how we have to proceed. She's passed every other audit. I don't
What
know.
is an, like they audit? Is it just
Yeah, I
random?
guess like a TSA where they pull you out of line and touch your penis with the tops of their fingers.
Oh my gosh. I get groped every time.
You get audited?
Every time at TSA.
Oh my God, what if you bombed something? What if you had a bomb on you?
They were like, something's in your pockets. And I was like, no, there's not. Take, like, empty them. They're like, they could not believe that there's nothing in my pockets.
Were they touching you? Like in your
Yes.
pockets area?
Yeah.
Was it a lady? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank God. Was she fat?
I'm not saying anymore.
Why?
I'm getting excited.
No, I'm not. She wasn't fat.
I don't remember.
She was kind of attractive.
No.
She wasn't grotesque?
Babe.
I wanted to know why you had that reaction, and now I need to press you on it.
I don't feel like being fucking groped in my pockets.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
I would be so mad if a jacked
when you're
lady...
perimenopausal and you don't want people fucking touching you.
If a jacked lady in her uniform was rubbing your pockets to find your weapons, I would hate that.
We are not the same.
that would be disgusting. Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot what you were saying.
I think he just has to trust her. Fuck.
No, I need an update. I need to know, like, because there has to be some kind of investigation where they can go into like the app and see if there's any errors or like a programming thing or.
I think this guy deleted it because.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's lame. No, we'll never know. I think it was a system error. Because that $800, you would have to be crazy to steal $800 worth of stuff at Giant. $800 worth of stuff at Giant is that's like three.
It's like 2 shopping trips. Yeah,
it's like 3 carts.
Three shopping trips. I don't know. It depends on what kind of week we've had.
Cartfuls of stuff. Unless you're getting like the fanciest steaks and like expensive shit like a seafood. You know?
Yeah. Fuck. I wanted the resolution on this.
Maybe it's on Threads or something.
I would have to trust you, I think.
I would be like, babe, what do you think? I'm a criminal?
Oh no! What would I do if you got brought home by the cops? What would I do?
You'd have to come get me because they wouldn't be bringing me home.
You'd get an elevated charge for something.
Mm-hmm.
Kicking the windows.
I would kick.
He's raping me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not fucking putting me in handcuffs and having me not freak. I would freak out.
What would you do? What's your first move? First of all, are you putting your hands behind your back for the cops?
No, you're not touching me.
So you're gonna get tackled.
I'm resisting
arrest. You're gonna be face down
if
on the ground.
I did nothing wrong, I'm resisting arrest. I'm getting tased.
Have you seen how they ragdoll girls your size?
Yep.
They would grab you around the waist from behind
would fight back.
and whip you.
I know.
And your face would hit the ground.
I would try my hardest.
So hard.
I would try so hard to fight back.
You would never give up.
I would never give up. They would have to knock me out. They would have, if I did nothing wrong and it was like a system error and like that's fucked up. Like you can't even listen to me. You're just gonna jam my face into the ground.
And they go, "Man, we're not having this conversation. Put your hands behind your back." They grab your first
and like
wrist.
Your kid is there.
They grab one wrist. What are you doing?
Wrist.
What are you?
I go into grappling mode.
So now there's 2 cops holding you down. Your face is on the asphalt.
Screaming. I would just scream. I would lose my shit. There's
would you
no
be
way.
saying words, or would you just be Wolverine screaming?
Probably Wolverine screaming. I don't even know what I would say. There's no way.
God, you're killing me. Now the second cop's involved. They're holding you down. Are you accusing them of like groping you?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. It
And
would
they
make
go,
me crazy.
Stop resisting.
I wouldn't stop. It would make me crazy. They would have to beat the shit out of me. They'd have to kill me.
Are you kicking your legs as fast as you
my
can?
little legs, my tiny feet.
Oh my God. Are you asking the children to help you?
Sweaty. Like I'm getting
I
sweaty.
know. This is great. Are you asking the kids to get involved?
Yeah.
Or are you telling them to run?
Yeah, come on. This is a family fight. Look what they're doing to your mother. You're going to let somebody do this to your mother? I don't care what their job is.
And Ben's going, Mommy, just listen to them.
Just calm down.
Mommy, calm down.
No.
Stop.
Nope.
This is probably a talk you need to have with them. I think it's...
Do you think they'd help
I think
me?
Lucy helps you.
I think she'd help me.
I think Ben goes, Mom, just chill.
He's a de-escalator.
Yes. Yeah.
He's
Ben
like you.
de-escalates.
What would you do? What would
Me?
you do? Would you help me? You wouldn't help
I
me.
think I'd probably... I'd ask the cops if I could have a shot at you real quick. And I'd say I could probably
Calm her down.
take her down. No, I'd say I could
fuck
take her
you up.
down without hurting her. Please don't hurt her. She knows a little bit of jiu-jitsu and she's a girl. She's going to do it just enough to you that you're going to want to hurt
They're
her.
going to tase me.
They're going to just
They're gonna
squish
hit me.
you.
They're going to hit me with the, what's that thing called? A baton?
Nightstick?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I would get the shit kicked out of me.
And you're gonna be like
And I
trying
know
to
it.
play guard
I
on them,
know it.
and they're just gonna they're gonna take both their knees and
smash
drop
my
on
head
you.
in.
They're gonna jump and
Slam
double.
me. I know. I would get fucked up.
And I go, "Wow, let me get a shot at her first."
And then I'd fuck you up.
What would you want me to do if the cops started
Fight me
arresting
for real. I'm already.
Wait, you want me to fight you if the cops are arresting
Yeah.
you? You want me to join the cops side?
I'm already in fight mode. I don't know. I can't. I'm so sweaty. I'm so sweaty thinking about this
Fighting
injustice.
cops?
About this injustice happening.
Oh, okay. So the cops, they've got their hands on you. I'm seriously standing there, and I'm like, should I just run into one of these cops as hard as I can?
I mean, then you're arrested, and then the kids have no parents. That's fucked up.
Right. So what do you want me to do? Actually, I'm asking you for seriously, what should I do when this happens?
I don't know.
Because I don't know.
I don't know either. I think later on I'd be like real pissed off at you if you didn't stick up for me.
You want me to like say shit to them, or do you want me
Yeah.
to like physically get involved?
I don't know, because I don't want you to get the shit kicked out of you.
What if it had to be one of us? Obviously, you
I
prefer it was
already
me.
have the shit kicked out of me, so maybe don't.
Okay.
stop.
What if I'm just making it worse for you by yapping?
That's the same as like when girls grab their boyfriend's hands when they're fighting.
Yeah. And they go, he's not even worth
You're
it.
just-
Stop, Dominic. He's just a fucking pussy. Don't even.
Yeah. I'm upset now. What if this
Well, we
happens
need to
me
be
some-
clear.
what if
We
this
need to be
happens
clear because
me
I don't.
someday?
I don't know what I should do. And
I'll
when
never shop like that. First of all, I would never.
But if it's not that, it's another thing.
Something else.
You're gonna get accused of something.
You think?
Probably.
I've gone this far without being accused.
Maybe. In my worldview, probably. And let's say falsely, and you shouldn't be getting arrested, but you are. And I need to know what to do, because if I wait until then and you start shouting instructions at me, they're not going to be
I
good
guess
ones.
what I would really want you to do is like hire a good lawyer and then like get them all fired.
Okay, now that sounds expensive.
Well, that's what I would want.
Oh my God. I think I'd probably rather get locked up for 24 hours.
I'm
than
already in
figure out how
trouble.
to pay for
I'm
like
already
a
in
really
trouble.
good defense attorney.
And the kids need a parent. And I always said, like, if someone has to take the fall for anything, it has to be me because you make the money.
Okay. I mean, okay. Yeah,
I can't get a
that's
job
tough
and
to argue
support.
with.
I can't get a job and support. I'd have to like sell.
You'd probably get a pretty good welfare pigs. You have to sell them cash because OnlyFans would report it.
I know.
You have to be doing cash transaction, and I think feet are out. I think people
What's
want
in?
whole. They want whole now.
Butthole? I can't do that. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I'm too shy.
So I guess I'll shit.
You guess you'll shit?
I guess I'll let you get arrested.
You'd have to. I'll see you there. And I'm knocked out and bloody and tased. What happens to you when you get tased? You shit yourself or like piss or anything?
I imagine. How do you not?
You have to, right? Like, can you lose
All of your
control?
all of your buddies, all of your muscles contract at the same time.
You have to shit.
You gotta poop.
Yeah. Did you get tased once?
No, stun gun.
Oh, stun gun,
completely
that's
different.
different. Yeah.
Completely different. Stun
Tased
gun.
is when it comes out and shoots you and like a
Right, the hooks go into your
Yeah.
skin,
oof.
and they deliver a current. With stun gun, it's honestly it's like being flicked instead. You
Oh,
go
okay.
and you go stop seriously.
Okay.
Taser, it's like
Have you ever been maced?
yeah,
Me too.
in my face.
Oh, it didn't like squirt my face, but I like walked through a cloud. Like it was sprayed right next to me, and I walked through it. You know what I mean? Like it was a timing thing.
Yeah.
And I inhaled it. And it
When
was-
we were in high school, we found someone's mom's mace, and we wanted to try it on somebody, and no one was really eager to do it.
whose mom's? You don't have to
Say
say.
Andy Beck. I think so. I think it was Andy Beck. But found his mom's mace, and no one was stepping up. And I saw a social opportunity to at least do something my recent-ish friend group would,
That sounds like you.
something notable for my boys. It's
Jackass stuff.
It was definitely jackass stuff. But that's such a noble thing to give your boys jackass in real life. Look, we make fun of jackass guys on the show all the time. I was probably part jackass guy.
Yeah.
Paul was way more jackass guy than me, by the way.
That makes sense.
I had a touch of jackass guy. That's what a beautiful thing. Your homies get real life jackass.
It's fun, yeah.
That's so cool.
It's fun.
I've never given myself enough credit for doing stuff like that. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And I got maced. And I feel like you see a lot of like people getting like maced there's a lot of videos online of people like spraying mace at a club and everyone gets it in their like
it's different when it touches you. Yeah, it's different when you get the liquid on you.
Right.
It burns.
Having it sprayed directly in your face was
it burns when you inhale it too, when you walk
everything about it hurts. Everything. I closed my eyes, by the way.
My friend
it didn't matter. I mean, I'm sure it would have been worse if I tried to keep my eyes open. I closed my eyes.
Did anybody help you?
Oh, yeah. We had all of our boys on standby.
They say milk helps.
Nothing helps.
I know.
Nothing helps.
When we did it outside in the driveway. And my friend's mom came out with a bunch of milk and was like, drink the milk, put the milk on your skin.
It felt like my face was being branded for hours. And I had to take the bus home. I was
puffy.
I think pretty small.
You get allergic reactions.
But just how red you are. So I had someone else's t-shirt soaked in water, and I had to transfer buses to get home from
67, the 70 and the 67.
67 and the 5. So I took 2 buses, and I was just holding a wet t-shirt on my eyes the entire time, and I got home and I was like, I forgot,
Did you get in trouble when you got home?
I didn't think about how I'd have to be telling my parents about it.
How did I not know this? I don't know this story.
I got my own life.
What the hell?
I know.
I thought I knew everything about you.
This is a brand new one.
How?
I try to keep some in the vault.
That feels fucked up, actually.
You want to know everything about, you want to be completely caught up on me.
Yeah.
No. We're only 40. We have a lot of time left. You need
I know,
new
but we've
stuff.
been together for 20 years.
Yeah, I like to keep a few things up my sleeve.
Well, I feel like you're lying to me now.
I'm sure you've got stories that I don't know. I like this. We have stuff to talk about on podcasts.
All right. Oh, not in real life on podcasts.
This is a real life show.
Yeah, it's real life.
So yeah, I'll stand by. I'll let the cops take you. I'll come bail you out. And then I'll say, I'm going to get you the best lawyer money can buy.
Get them fired.
And then I'm going to Google if the ACLU helps white ladies get out of unlawful arrest.
Suburban housewives.
Yeah.
I would want the people at Giant who wronged me. I want revenge on them.
Legal, or are we talking about like catch them?
We could try legal first, and if it doesn't work, then we have backup plans. And
how far are you willing to go?
As far as it takes.
Let's think about the door person at Giant Tech, the audit person, checking your receipt and saying you stole $800.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a plan for them.
Now let's say that's probably a white lady with short hair that's getting older.
Yeah, I want her fired for sure.
Okay, the company
fired and life ruined.
The company says she was just doing her job. Nothing we can do.
I'd have to think about this. This is something I'd have to think about, but we would destroy her life.
How would you go about doing that?
I don't know. If she's married, we would make it seem like she's like cheating on her husband, like ruin her whole life.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she's got kids. They're probably in their 20s.
We're going to find a way for her to wrong them too. Maybe we set her up for fraud or something. We have to edit this out. This is all illegal.
This is hypothetical. It's not illegal.
Yeah. We're destroying everyone.
Manager comes.
Destroyed.
It's a middle-aged guy. He's got a mustache. He's balding. Brown hair. Probably darker complexion. Man, please come with me.
Life destroyed.
He was just doing his job. The app made a mistake. He was just doing his job.
It doesn't matter. You got to look into these things.
All I'm saying is I'm the supermarket. There's nothing we can do.
You call the tech person. You call the person who runs the app.
Do you want revenge on them?
Yes.
You want the developers who
Well,
are
maybe
probably
not.
just Indian
Maybe
guys.
not, because all these people should be checking these things first before they call the cops.
For sure. And I'm with you on this. I'm just saying, I'm talking about the vengeance aspect. What are we doing to the manager?
I don't know yet. I have to think about these things.
Yeah. Would you try to like put child pornography on his devices?
That's a good one. That's really good.
That's a pretty good one. He's probably already got some.
Yeah,
No, you shouldn't be managing a supermarket.
Someone's getting hit with molesting kids for sure. Maybe the cops.
What are you gonna do? You gonna find kids to speak out against them? Mm-hmm. You're gonna coach them?
Yeah.
How are you gonna find them? Are you gonna be like, you wouldn't use our kids.
Casting call.
Wouldn't use our kids.
You can't.
You'd have to find someone else's.
Yeah.
Now this is hiding a body territory because it's like I'd have to make a decision to follow you down this path. You'd have to really convince me.
Wait, what?
You'd have to convince me that your plan was solid.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like if you killed somebody, I'd have to
You
help
can't
you
get
bury
caught.
body. If you're going to accuse a guy of molesting children as revenge, you'd have to really let me know that this was going to be okay.
Yeah, we would have to. It would have to be a lot of planning. This is fucked up.
This is fine.
What if she
People
really
like
did
this.
it? What if she really stole?
She probably really did it.
Yeah.
She's probably being a fucking dumb bitch and got arrested with her kid. I've
$800.
Look, I've seen plenty of you know what? I've seen plenty of body cam footage of like ladies in this situation being arrested, and they're just like, I have to pick up my daughter from school, and they're just like, ma'am, you're not going anywhere. You're being charged with a crime.
But that's what I'm saying. If
Well,
I was wrong,
I have to get my daughter.
If I really did it, I wouldn't kick and scream and like. This is if I was
you
innocent.
did do it, that's completely different.
Probably, yeah.
You're just going.
I'd be like, fuck.
I played the game. I lost.
Yeah. I'm saying if I'm treated like a criminal and I'm not a criminal and I didn't do it, and it's like a discrepancy in the whatever fucking app they use.
So falsely accused.
Yeah.
Kick and scream.
Then I would freak the fuck out. Yeah.
It seems like it should be the other way around.
Well, no, because if I did something bad and I got caught, then
Yeah, but
that's
if you're
my
being
fault.
falsely accused and you know you didn't do something, I think you kind of go along with it and then sue them afterwards.
I don't think that I
think
would,
if you start like ripping penises off and biting faces,
No, it's like I didn't.
spitting,
It's like you're not helping me. You're not listening to me, and that would freak me. I would freak out.
you're thinking so short term. You could
I
probably get a
told-
lawyer to work on contingency,
You said-
sue the city for $200,000. You got to listen to me on some stuff. Is what I think we're learning right now. I have good ideas
I said I was
too.
crazy, and you said you're not crazy.
You're not crazy. You just need an ideas
Wouldn't you
guy.
feel so wronged in the moment that you would freak out? Like, don't fucking touch me. I didn't do anything wrong.
I think this is why people get shot by cops.
Yeah, I think I understand now.
And then I think there's people online that go, just do what they say and figure it out later, man.
I don't think I could. I think I would be so enraged in the moment.
Yeah, I know. But it's just like, hey, man, word of advice, just do what the cops say, you know?
No, you don't tell me.
I think I want to be more like you. I think I want to freak out. I've been saying
You
this for a
should
while.
freak out. You should freak out a little bit.
Would you like, if you see a situation where I can freak out, would you kind of give me a heads up?
Yeah, like go for it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do it now.
Please give me the, call me in from the bullpen
Go
when
get
it's time
'em.
to pop off. I'll make you so proud. Yes. I'll fucking ruin something.
I'll have to let you get arrested, and then I'll have to do all the calm
Oh my
stuff.
God, you can't do that.
I can't. I don't know.
You are incapable.
I am.
I'll go, hey, I don't know how, but
You can't freak out and get yourself out of it.
I
Who
know.
would I call? I'd have to call
I
someone
know.
to help.
You'd have to really step. I'd say, hey, I'm really I need to be bailed out, and you'd go, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. I can't. I just can't.
And I
communicate
would
that
go, well, I don't either. I'd have to figure it out. And you go, can you just do it? And I go, fuck.
Or maybe you're not allowed to freak out.
Fuck. Can't freak out because my wife can't fucking figure out how to bail me out.
Oh no, I don't know how to do things.
I'm gonna tag you in. You can freak out for me. All right, I gotta piss. I'm gonna take a break.
Wait, is it over?
I don't know.
Are you leaving me?
Oh yeah, it is over. Oh wait.
Were we talking for too long?
No, we have a full up. Sorry, I was gonna pause it and take a piss, but we're we're actually gonna take a real break, and we're gonna head over to patreon.com/Tim Butterly, where you get twice the show, and I'm gonna start dropping some early field trip and stuff there soon ish. And also come see me in Wilmington, North Carolina next week, June 27th and 28th at Dead Crow Comedy. And in addition to that, next week I think we're doing Metal Girl Solid 2. This is it. This is the announcement.
Time.
Do you want to pick a day and time right now?
Oh, I don't know. I was wondering if people would rather watch it in the daytime or the nighttime.
Okay, then that's
Twitch.
it. That's the assignment. Let us know.
Because I don't know what works best for everybody, and you guys know I get really tired and I yawn too much,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be all yawny
You want to do
at
during
you
the day.
guys. But if people prefer, like if it's after work and like people, but like we need to have dinner with our family and stuff. So if people prefer nighttime, I'll drink coffee.
Okay, we're doing daytime versus nighttime for Metal Girl Solid 2 for the live
You know,
streams for Twitch.
I'm fine with either. I just want to know. I want to prepare myself for it and stay consistent.
Every week.
That's something new that I want in this new life is to be more consistent with
You're
it.
ready to commit right now to making Metal Girl Solid 2 a consistent project.
Exactly. Yes.
I'm so proud of you. That's incredible. Wow. You really
New
deserve
state,
everything.
new lady.
I know. I took the TV out of the room. I said I'm getting into
We're
sleeping.
sleeping so much better. We got a
I'm a sleep
memory
guy
or a
now.
memory foam mattress topper.
I can't believe it. I'm a completely different guy now.
Yeah, sleeping is actually you're supposed to sleep.
Turns out,
You don't just.
I just
pass out
thought
on
you
the
could be a
couch.
guy that only sleeps like 4 to 5.5 hours
I
a
was
night. I
sleeping-
just thought that was a personality type.
I was sleeping 2 to 3 hours a night. That's it. That's all I was doing.
And then taking a nap during the day.
That's true.
I don't want to make it
That's
sound like you're
true.
doing
That's
something
true.
that crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I would day nap for sure. Morning nap.
Yeah, I'm turning over a new leaf. I feel so much better.
Quality of life is just better already.
Blue skies ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that is all to say, Metal Girl Solid 2 coming consistently. We're gonna stream them on Twitch, and then they go up on YouTube as soon as I can get them rendered afterwards. I don't have any more announcements, do I? Oh yeah, so that's sound off. Sound off in the comments, guys.
Yeah, let us know.
Smash that motherfucking AM or PM button for streaming video games. I'm gonna Twitch a lot more video games.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm brimming. I'm so fucking pumped. This is gonna rock.
By yourself, right?
Oh, I don't know if I've talked this on the. Yeah, well, I mean, just video games in general. I promised the Patreon goons that we could do. They're gonna show me a game called Hell Let Loose, which is like I think it's a World War II game. It's impossible for me to. I tried to just jump in. It's a fucking nightmare. But they say no, dude. You guys stick with it and play with a squad. So. Over on the Patreon, we're organizing a Hell Let Loose. I'll just stream that as soon as I can. I got the PC set back up.
Is it set up?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a thing going here. It's gonna rock. But yeah, patreon.com/TimButterly. Don't forget. I'll see you guys over there. And babe, thank you for joining me on my podcast.
Thank you for having me. Sorry, I'm not like a funny person, but
You're my favorite person in the world to talk to. So shut the fuck up. I need your touch to decorate my
we're gonna make it
space.
awesome in here.
That's going to be MJ's job as well. She's fully on board. I mean, I've hired her
I'm
full
no
time.
professional, but it needs a woman's touch.
Thank you. So do I. What? I'm being bad. All right. We'll be back.
Thanks, y'all.